recorded sickening glimpse into a future.
Instant care echoed in her head. Bree caught a sickening glimpse into her future.
Okay.
Bree caught a sickening glimpse into her future. Bree caught a sickening glimpse into her future. Bree caught a sickening glimpse into a future. Bree caught a sickening glimpse into a future.
Instant care echoed in her head. Bree caught a sickening glimpse into her future.
Okay, here we go.
Bree caught a sickening glimpse into a future. 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 She will get through this. Something must have been going on. Something must have been going on.
The woman killed herself.
Killed herself.
Something must have been going on.
Something must have been going on. Something must have been going on. Something must have been going on. Something must have been going on. Something must have been going on.
The woman killed herself. Something must have been going on.
Something must have been going on. Something must have been going on. Something must have been going on. Something must have been going on. Something must have been going on. 아니, 헤드가 거의 안 들리네.
The woman killed herself. Something must have been going on.
Must been. 이렇게 되는 것 같은데. Something must been going on. Something must have been going on. Something must have been going on. I'll take care of everything until you're back to do it yourself. I'll take care of everything until you're back to do it yourself. I will take care of everything until you're back to do it yourself. I will take care of everything until you're back to do it yourself.
I'll take care of everything until you're back to do it yourself.
And
you will be soon.
When you'll be soon.
Dad's being released today. He's got to have a place to recuperate.
Well, then he can go to a motel because he's not allowed back in my house.
I thought you two were getting along. I thought you two were getting along.
I thought you two were getting along.
I thought you two were getting along. I thought you two were getting along. I thought you two were getting along. 아, 이게 뭐지? You're going to be as good as new. You're going to be as good as new. You're going to be as good as new. You're going to be as good as new.
I can't believe you tried to kill me.
Yes, well, I feel badly about that. I told you.
I told you. 뭐야? I can't believe you tried to kill me.
Huber, how you doing?
Not too well, I'm afraid.
뭐야 이게? I'm trying to find something to soothe my stomach. I'm trying to find something to soothe my stomach.
Trying to find something to soothe my stomach.
That's upset. And now that I need some support, you decide to play the mom card? I had to send Zach back.
We could have gotten a lot of trouble. We could have gotten a lot of trouble. We could have gotten a lot of trouble. We could have gotten a lot of trouble.
We could have gotten in a lot of trouble. Yeah, well, now Zach's the one who's in trouble.
We could have gotten a lot of trouble. We could have gotten a lot of trouble. I thought we should take a toast. I thought we should take a toast. I thought we should have a toast. I thought we should have a toast.
Some champagne. I thought we should have a toast.
I thought we should have a
The
toast.
next day, my friend
뭐야?
was lucky. She could have been killed.
Apparently said she was lucky. She could have been killed. Apparently said she was lucky. She could have been killed.
Laid to rest on a Monday. After the funeral, all the residents of Wisteria Lane came to pay their respect.
As people do in these situations, they brought food. As people do in these situations, they brought food.
Will do in these situations? They brought food.
Must be having a lot of fun on your business trip. I can only imagine.
This is my fifth message and you still haven't called me back. This is my fifth message and you still haven't called me back. This is my fifth message and you still haven't called me back. This is my fifth message and you still haven't called me back.
And I want to have some fun too, so unless you call me back by noon, we are getting on a plane and joining you.
Unless you call me back by noon, we are getting a plane and joining you. Unless you call me back by noon, we are getting a plane and joining you. Unless you call me back by noon, we are getting on a plane and joining you. Unless you call me back by noon, we are getting on a plane and joining you. Unless you call me back by noon, we are getting on a plane and joining you. Unless you call me back by noon, we are getting on a plane and joining you. Doctor said, you're gonna be as good. You're going to be as good as new. You're going to be as good as new. Doctor said, you're gonna be as good. You're going to be as good as new. You're going to be as good as new.
Surgeon says you're going to be as good as new.
Oh, come on, tell me, because I'd love to know what my father did that was so awful.
아, 뭐지? Dear father, got in hell for all I do. Dear father, can rot in hell. Rot in hell for all I do.
Fine. I will see him through this, but after that, your father can rot in hell for all I care.
Your father can rot in hell for all I care. Your father can rot in hell for all I care. Your father can rot in hell for all I care. Your father can rot in hell for all I care. Your father can rot in hell for all I care. Your father can rot in hell for all I care.
Registered to a missing person. One Martha Hooper, please advise. Registered to a missing person. One Martha Hooper, please advise.
이게 아니지.
One you plan out for months. The other just slips out when you're half drunk at some bar.
You wanna go eat dinner sometime? You wanna go eat dinner sometime? You wanna go out sometime? You wanna go out sometime?
Will you marry me? You want to go out sometime?
You wanna go out sometime? You wanna go out sometime? You wanna go out sometime? You wanna go out sometime? You wanna go out sometime? You really never know what's ahead. You really never know what's ahead.
You never really know what's up ahead. One night you're cruising along, enjoying the ride, and then all of a sudden,
you never really know.
you're 28.
You never really know what's up ahead. You never really know what's up ahead.
It's my birthday, and you're telling me I'm not the one for you?
It's not really such a big deal. It's not really such a big deal.
It's really not such a big deal. I mean, it's the
It's really
odds.
not such a big deal. It's really not such a big deal. It's really not such a big deal. Don't even think about getting married until you're 30. Don't even think about getting married until you're 30.
It's supposed to be incredibly exclusive.
It's supposed to be incredibly exclusive. It's supposed to be incredibly exclusive. It's supposed to be incredibly exclusive. Oh yeah. It's supposed to be incredibly exclusive. 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 It's supposed to be incredibly exclusive.
Mom, Dad, I have found the future Mrs. Ted Mosby.
How have I always described my perfect woman? How have I always described my perfect woman? How have I always described my perfect woman? How have I always described my perfect woman?
Marshall, how have I always described my perfect woman?
Marshall, how have I always described my perfect woman? Marshall, how have I always described my perfect woman? 깜짝이야. Marshall, How have I always described my perfect woman? Marshall, how have I always described my perfect woman? Marshall, how have I always described my perfect woman? Marshall, how have I always described my perfect woman? Why another fight? Why another fight? Why another fight? Why another fight?
Ah, we've had a good run. Why end on a fight?
The olive theory.
The olive theory is based on my friends Marshall and Lily.
It's in a weird way that's what makes them really such a great couple. In a weird way, what makes them such a great couple.
He hates Olive. She loves him. In a weird way, that's what makes them such a great couple.
What makes them such a great couple. 맞죠. In a weird way, that's what makes them such a great couple. In a weird way, that's what makes them such a great couple. In a weird way, what makes them such a great couple. In a weird way, what makes them such a great couple. In a weird way, that's what makes them such a great couple. In a weird way, that's what makes them such a great couple.
Oh, it is on! It is on till the break of dawn.
뭐야?
Oh, it is on! It is on till the break of dawn.
Oh, wait, it's only the break at 10:30. What happened?
It's only the break of 10:30. It's only the break of 10:30. It's only the break of 10:30. What happened? Break of 10:30. It's only the 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 break of 10:30. What happened? It's only the break of 10:30. What happened? You never really know what's up ahead. You never really know what's up ahead.
You never really know what's up ahead. One night you're cruising along and...
The olive theory is based on my friends Marshall and Lily.
In a weird way, that's what makes them such a great couple. In a weird way, that's what makes them such a great couple. In a weird way, that's what makes them such a great couple. In a weird way, that's what makes them such a great couple.
He hates Olive.
Okay.
Oh, it is on! It is on till the break of dawn.
It's only break of 10:30. What happened? It's only.
Oh, wait, it's only the break at 10:30. What happened?
10:30. What happened? Only the break of 10:30. It's only the break of 10:30. It's only the break of 10:30. It's only the break of 10:30.
You guys gotta update your resumes just like I'm doing.
I bet it's gonna be me, probably. I bet it's gonna be me, probably. I bet it's gonna be me, my probably. I bet it's gonna be me, my
probably.
Probably.
Ryan, Howard from the temp agency.
10 nickels sent me down to start today. 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 10 nickels sent me down to start today.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. My mistake.
There was a woman I was talking to. She had a really low voice. There was a woman
I was talking
to. She had a really low voice.
Very low voice.
She had a very low voice.
Right here. 3 shooters. High five. Oh, Pam. It's a guy thing, Pam.
I'm sort of a study of comedy. It's sort of a study of comedy. Oh yeah.
I'm sort of a student of comedy.
I'm sort of a study of comedy. It's sort of a study of comedy. I'm sort of a student 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 of comedy.
I'm sort of a student of comedy.
I'm sort of a student comedy. I'm sort of a student comedy. I'm sort of a student comedy. I'm sort of a student comedy. I'm sort of a student comedy. I'm sort of a student comedy. I'm sort of a student of comedy. I'm sort of a student of comedy. I'm sort of a student comedy. I'm sort of a student comedy. Do you mind if I take it? Do you mind
Was
if
there
I
anything
take
you
it?
wanted to add to the agenda?
Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda?
So do you think we could keep a lid on this for now? I don't want to worry people unnecessarily.
Oh no, under this regime, it will not leave this office. Oh no, under this
absolutely.
regime,
Under this
it will
regime,
not leave this office.
It will not leave this office. Just...
All right, Jim, your quarterlies look very good.
Very good. I don't see the point of that. I don't see the
How are
point
things
of
going
that.
at the library?
How are things going?
I don't think it's many little girls' dream to be a receptionist.
I don't think it's many little girls' dream to be a receptionist. Receptionist. Nice. 와, 뭐 하는 거냐, 지금. 아이고야. There is nothing to tell. It's just some guy I work with. There is nothing to tell. It's just some guy I work with.
There's nothing to tell. It's just some guy I work with. Anyway, I just had to get out of there, and I started.
Who am I doing this for? Who am I doing this for?
Why am I doing this, and who am I doing this for?
Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this, and who am I doing this for? Why am I doing this, and who am I doing this for? Why am I doing this, and who am I doing this for? Why am I doing this, and who am I doing this for? Why am I doing this, and who am I doing this for? Why am I doing this, and who am I doing this for?
You can see where you'd have trouble.
You can see where you had. You can see where you had trouble. You can see where you had.
If I let go of my hair, my head will fall off.
She should not be wearing those pants. 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 Oh, have whatever Krishna's having. Oh, have whatever Krishna's having.
Christine is having.
Raindrops on roses and doorbells and sleigh bells and sing with mitten.
Oh, have whatever the Krishna's having.
Charlie Skinner needs to see you in his office.
He said as soon as you come in. He said as soon as you come in. He said as soon as you come in. He said as soon as you come in.
What?
Mr. Will McAvoy just stopped into my office, so I need to walk him through this. Mr. Will McAvoy just stopped into my office, so I need to walk him through this. Mr. Will McAvoy has just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this. Mr. Will McAvoy has just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this.
Henry wants me to make sure you know that.
Mr. Will McAvoy has just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this.
Mr. Will McAvoy has just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this. Mr. Will Makeover had just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this. Mr. Will Makeover had just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this. Mr. Will Makeover had just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this.
Henry wants me to make sure you know that.
Mr. Will McAvoy has just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this.
Mr. Will McAvoy had just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this. Mr. Will McAvoy had just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this. So I need to walk him through this.
And at that exact moment, the woman spun twice, teetered over, and fell right into my lap. That was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap.
There was a story of us how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story of us how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap.
That was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. That was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap.
There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how things fall right into your lap. How sometimes. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. Fall. Fall이 맞나? 아. There was.
Gives you the location of a woman with erect nipples. Now that's something people want.
You need to get in touch about humanity. You need to get in touch about humanity. You need to get in touch with humanity. You need to get in touch with humanity.
Richard, you need to get in touch with humanity.
You need to get in touch with humanity. You need to get in touch with humanity. You need to get in touch with humanity. Richard, you need to get in touch with humanity. Richard, you need to get in touch with humanity. 사람 이름을 부르니까 뭔가 틀린데? Richard, you need to get in touch with humanity. Richard, you need to get in touch with humanity. 뭐야 이게? 왜 감정이 달라지네? Richard, you need to get in touch with humanity. Richard, you need to get in touch with humanity.
Which one? Jobs.
Sure.
Well, I mean, Jobs was a poser. He didn't even write code.
Hey, you just disappeared up your asshole. Hey, you just disappeared up your asshole. Richard, you just disappeared up your asshole. Richard, you just disappeared up your asshole.
You just disappeared up your own asshole.
You just disappeared up your own asshole.
You just disappeared up your own asshole. You know that?
Well, technically, you did.
Big head, I'm going to be meditating.
You know how to package the ideas, but it was quasi-good.
Wow.